Hello everyone, today we are going to start a new chapter in physics, chapter 3, acid, bases and salts. So before going to acid, bases and salt, let us discuss few of the things. You have learned in your previous classes that sour and bitter taste of food are due to acid and bases respectively, right? So if someone in the family is suffering from a proper problem of acidity after overeating, which of the following videos suggest as a remedy? Lemon juice, vinegar or baking soda solution, right? So you'll use what? Baking soda solution. Why? Because there is some, because of the acidity something has happened, right? So you must have used this knowledge about the ability of acid and bases to nullify each other effect, right? In your homes mostly we'll do that. And you already know that the acid are sour in taste and the color of blue litmus paper will turn to red, whereas bases are bitter in taste and the change of the red litmus paper to blue, right? Litmus is nothing but a natural indicator. Turmeric is another such indicator. Have you noticed that a stain of curry on a white cloth become reddish brown when soap, which is basic in nature, is scrubbed onto it? Yes or no? You must have noticed it, right? It turns yellow again when the cloth is washed with plenty of water. So you can use synthetic indicators such as methyl orange and phenolphthalein to test for acid and bases. So in this chapter, we'll study about the reactions of acid and bases, how acid and bases cancel out each other's effect, and many more interesting things that we use and see in our daily life, right? Let us do activity 1. In activity 1, what they are asking us, first collect the following samples from the science laboratory: hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. So by using all these solutions, we have to prepare dilute solution of the respective substances, means we have to mix with water. Okay. Now take 4 watch glasses and put 1 drop of the first solution in each of them and test the solution as follows. Dip the blue litmus paper in the first watch glass, dip the red litmus paper in the second watch glass, add a drop of methyl orange to the third watch glass and add a drop of phenolphthalein to the fourth watch glass. These are nothing but the indicators to test acid and bases. Now observe the respective color changes and note down in table 1. Do the same with all the above dilute solutions. So when we are doing all this activity, we are noticing that for HCl, hydrochloric acid, red litmus paper, it is showing no change. Blue litmus paper is becoming red. Phenolphthalein is becoming colorless. Methyl orange is becoming pink. When similarly for sulfuric acid, red litmus paper, no change. Blue litmus paper is turning to red. And phenolphthalein, it is colorless and methyl orange is pink. And similarly for potassium hydroxide, red litmus paper is turning to blue. Blue litmus paper is no change. Phenolphthalein is pink. Methyl orange is yellow. So here, blue litmus paper is turning to red when the solution is acidic, and red litmus paper is turning to blue when the solution is basic. And also when acidic in nature, methyl orange is becoming red, and when in basic in nature, methyl orange is becoming yellow. When phenolphthalein is colorless in acidic solution and phenolphthalein is pink in basic solution. So these are nothing but the indicators to test the solution of to test the acid and basic solution. So there are some substances whose order changing acidic and basic media, and those such kind of indicators we call it as an olfactory indicators. Let us see activity 2. Put some finely chopped onions in a plastic bag along with some clean cloth. Tie up the bag tightly and keep it overnight in the fridge. The cloth strips can now be used to test for acid and base. After doing that, check the order of the cloth strips. Keep 2 strips on a clean surface and put few drops of dilute HCl on one strip and a few drops of dilute sodium hydroxide on the another. Rinse both the strips separately with distilled water and again check their order and note the observation. So, based on the general concept of acidity and basicity, where the onion juice is the best indicator. It turns blue litmus into red, and this fact indicates that it is an acid. So onion is nothing but an acid. So it is observed that onion has a characteristic smell in the acidic medium which is completely destroyed in the basic medium. Now, take some clove oil and vanilla essence. Take some dilute hydrochloric acid in one test tube and dilute sodium hydroxide in another test tube. Add a drop of dilute vanilla essence to both test tubes and stir well with a glass rod. Check the order and record your observation. Test the change of order with clove oil using dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sodium hydroxide and record your observation. So when we are mixing vanilla extract with hydrochloric acid, we observe that vanilla retains its smells in the acidic medium but loses its smell in the basic medium. When it comes to clove oil, we shall again observe that now a different order is observed from the two test tube. So which one will be the best olfactory indicators on the basis of this observation? So all the given examples, vanilla, onion, clove, can be used under olfactory indicators because olfactory indicators are the substance that change the smell when added to acid or base. Okay. Let us see some natural indicator. Natural indicator is nothing but it is a type of indicator that can be found naturally and determine whether the substance is an acid or in basic substance. You can take the natural indicators: red cabbage, turmeric, grape juice, turnip skin, curry powder, cherries, beetroots, onion, tomato, etc. So some flowers like hydrangeas can determine the acidity or basicity of the soil. These flowers become blue if the soil is acidic, purple if the soil is neutral, and pink if the soil is basic. The intensity of the color depends on the amount of acid or base present in the soil. Soil which is highly acidic bear deep blue flowers, whereas soil which is highly basic yields deep pink flowers. So these natural indicators are used to detect the hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ions, means H plus and OH ions in a solution. So olfactory indicators can change their orders. Example of olfactory indicators, as we have already discussed: onion, vanilla extract, clove oil, etc. So what is the importance of indicators? It is important to determine the nature of the substance because it is essential in biology, chemistry, civil engineering, water purification, agriculture, forestry, food science, environmental science, water treatment, oceanography, medicine, nutrition, agronomy, etc. So even litmus is extracted from lichens, as we have already discussed. It is a water-soluble mixture of different dyes. It is then absorbed onto a filter paper to produce one of the oldest form of pH indicator, which is used to test materials for acidity and basicity. Thank you for watching. We will discuss some more things about acid, bases and salts in the next video, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.